Over the last 75 years, the mining industry has played a pivotal role in shaping Fiji's economy. Mining has long provided employment for locals, attracted foreign investment, contributing to the socio-economic development of the country. Vatukoula, located near the town of Tavo on the island of Vitilevu, has long been a center for gold mining. By the 1950s, a third of the population in Vatukoula were employed at the Emperor Gold Mine, which later was renamed to the Vatukoula Gold Mine. Generations of families worked at the gold mine as miners, truckers, tradespeople, storekeepers, teachers, police officers, each contributing to the fabric of the town. Despite its early successes, the story of Vatukoula Gold Mine is not without struggle. On February 1991, hundreds of mine workers withdrew their labor in protest, sparking what would become Fiji's longest ever strike, lasting over 3 decades. According to the protesters, the strike was a result of years of unresolved grievances made by the workers. These included low wages, unsafe work practices, and poor living conditions.
So the strike starts, we walk out of our work in the 1991, the 27th Feb 1991, because of the conditions, of the working conditions. The salary by that time it was, I came through $1.85 per hour. So, and the condition of the housing conditions, the drinking conditions, it was untreated by the time. It was a time of the Emperor Gold Mine by the time. And the families, and the housing, it was built in 1919. But it's still in Vatukoula now. But it's not fit for human to cater.
On June this year, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Professor Biman Prasad, on behalf of government, announced in Parliament that a total payout of $9.2 million settlement will be paid to the former Vatukoula gold mine workers.
So when the Prime Minister asked me to visit them, and actually find out how we could assist them. I went there with my team, and a large number of them were present. We listened to them, and after that I assured them on behalf of government that we would find a way out of the situation. They were skeptical. Quite skeptical, some of them, one of them made a comment that they had waited for 33 years and been through 11 governments, and government ministers had come and gone, but had not done anything about it. My response was that in my response, I requested them to give me 33 months. And I assured them that we would find a solution.
The news came as a relief for the striking miners after years of relentless protests.
Vatukoula strike settlement. Mr. Speaker, today I am also very pleased to announce the settlement of the longest strike in the world that lasted 33 years, over 3 decades. For those who may not be aware, on the 27th of February 1991, around 368 mining workers in Vatukoula went on strike. Following all the due process, there was no other way out for them, and they've been waiting for justice since then. Unfortunately, rather than getting justice, the strike devastated the lives and livelihoods of many miners over the last 3 decades. Families were shattered. Many struggled to afford a decent meal. Parents could not afford sending the children to school. There was no money to look after the sick and elderly. Since then, we've had governments come and go, but the strike continued without any resolution. The previous government had made a commitment to settle the strike in 2015, but unfortunately they did not keep up with their commitment. The coalition government, together with the Fiji Trade Union Congress and Fiji Mine Workers Union, have finally reached a resolution with a total payout of $9.2 million. Each of the 368 mining workers on strike will be paid $25,000, with the first $10,000 paid from this budget and the remainder of $15,000 paid from the 2025-2026 budget. I wish to thank the FTUC General Secretary, Mr. Felix Anthony, for his support and collaboration with government in bringing closure to this major injustice inflicted upon our mine workers for many years.
The cooperation between the Ministry of Employment, Productivity and Workplace Relations and the Fiji Trades Union Congress also played an instrumental role in the success of the payment.
Mr. Felix Anthony, the General Secretary of the Fiji Trades Union Congress, also got involved with the President and the executives of the Mine Workers Union, and we had a series of meetings, and finally the Minister for Finance was approached and he agreed to find the money and pay them. And the figure that the executives of the union agreed to was 25,000 per family. So government decided, and again we approached them and put the proposal to them that we pay them 10,000 out of the 25,000 from the 24-25 budget, and then another 15,000 from the next budget. They were happy with that deal, and we were able to sign up an agreement with the executives. During these 33 years, quite a large number have passed on, and it's rather unfortunate that they did not see any compensation coming their way. The matter was actually referred to the International Labour Organization by the International Trade Union Council, and ILO has been questioning the Fijian government ever since on an annual basis as to why we were not able to address the plight of these workers. So when we came into government 2 years ago, the Prime Minister asked me to visit the workers, and we did so. Prior to that, you know, they had been through 11 governments, and a number of visits were made by government representatives, but there was no positive outcome.
Though the strike had stretched on for 3 decades, the men and women in Vatukoula remained patient in their resilience and optimism even when faced with the crushing weight of uncertainty. In the absence of a definitive answer, hope and faith remained a vital lifeline in their pursuit for change.
Au kena moso tiko me wanda boreli no balikarna sibali bono talaga la koti no balikarna saga bali tuko kina na batu na kidan tamata kamu sukina sanga gugo kamu sukina le boko kina dona matangu na kono sanga bilata no sanga me indona strike no dambe. Aku sama di dulu makasih betul ke bapa udah beberapa semi kita ada, ya saya kau ni emperor gold bali lah kalau saya nak sekolah emperor company me persania. So aku ya tak apa, sekarang tu ni lah kau tiada apa di luar negara, bicara di company boleh dah tu, saya tak mampu tu kira. Aku saya tiada di company saya kaya tu rendah aku. Saya rendah aku kemudian aku kali sampai ada kira nak buat aku. Na kana boka dha na boka loma itu sebenarnya waktu kita mau bilang ada tuh bulan lebih aku pelatihan lagi sama stabi di kangkui sama belum negara itu lu suka belum tuh dola madao sama iya le itu suka belum tuh ada sama itu gue sama strike tuh na kalau rawat tidak ditabi aku kita sama bulan tiga aku
untuk telah ngabiran na no gutu-gutu bantu tang la birra na bambes mbese te bo men ambaki tini ka dio sa bulukan du Undo vira na lubini strike ke vakando na kauru barita ka chuko. Inangon tiga bukin na pampes go dono makasartungan na nungun sa tiga bubulikin. Wakila sarangan rendre wakila na bubali na kena lagu durumito na pampes go. Na loman ito sa bulkatul na bakil nangon na tiga butukin na pampes go. Awa wakila nangon na kito bulikin na bakabitedin. Kito lili man na bitedin. Kito wakila sarangan rendre lagu durumi nangon na la zakatukin na la Vatukoula. Atau na pampes bese. Yan nando chunga na bunika rebengan rebe mera pampes besa kami baleta na kenangan rebe na tubaki. Se kondisi ni zakazake ngarbi chunga na bunin kil Vatukoula.
Shedding light on the harsh realities following the strike in 1991, individuals who were sole breadwinners in their households were forced to seek alternative sources of income, many making the switch to fishing and farming.
Kwango na bono saranga rambulakina. Tara mai kinon ra sosobin kamoir na sta nan dambe tuna tinika de som kondo na malea na dina bimbong na nun bisinga nun bimbong merra watakina eso na ika merra volitaka merra wakina na non ra na buri ni bula ni matabu bale na bisinga kwa saranga na kanibandin din na udo na sibingo o saranga kan tamata unda udine kinambong erra mulkin no matabu bale erra wakina na ilabo merra kan kina luweng watakina no bula ni matabu bale
Living conditions have not improved for many of the protesters and their families that continue to live in homes that were built during the early colonial era in Vatukoula. These homes, once a place of warmth and security, remain unmaintained, stripped of its comforts and memories, a symbol of their struggle.
Kwango na bonongo ando na room do na matabu bale kwera na tawana chuko na lomani barakingo pambi urandambe dona room dona matabu bale koya rawa tano chuna barik koya matan barik karu esan kandua katolu ke tuita kya tato patangana tuba kini patana kambani ni kitu tuni tu na kambani merto ba na kataka member tani tamata patanga senga bandu ndi takina bula ike ili Vatukoula dundu staff dundu kai balang dundu kai bit dundu kai loma dundu talanga kai bit bandu ndi takitu na bula ike batana kana dundu kan wandin dinango eso na kai biti ngole mai eno don meradun matata ka dundu me bisu tagna da balang meradun raduru ni na wandara yana kani wandin dinile elle busarna matabu bale el saduru marana tikina ka wandin din tana tikina yana buna mulen bi wandin te Vatukoula setu saranga babna semberin dundu bisa mai tu saduru lama go ando na room dona matabu bale Kwango na nora balik sili no kitao. Kio matabu balik ke de kochu na barengo rasi sili ke de ki. Kabang atak ke depan na matabu balik ko rat ke. Balik sili. No go. Kera mul tuki na ngor. Pada sangat tuna kawa. Ronan dina. Bibi kami bote ko bunta timbal timbal ko. Kwango tao nawali boy rabang atak na matabu balik ke sanogo
Medo bengo.
medo rabang atak chungo esa señora kamera na taka but ni iratsi ko na dona bonu era lewai tukina karawara ka tigo bondua na beka ni wal ni lengango but mero ni rasereki kasare ni bangalalata ne tutuko
Tota da tu luki. Sakiro yotini arto sudu mena lubengu ne lubi rawi lima nangoni. Kirunga mestab nan rendre. Tika di sabulkan dua sa stab nan rendre ni tota.
Tau ni baratak mandana bono ando tiukin na room. Ni kotio mandani no.
Yang alamai.
Go serembengan na.
Go nga nito rumo sarangani.
Do le vida
Ito.
bada na tiko.
Arto leli mana lubengu na lubi kirau. Kito tawa na tunga na rumo go. Kito na leli maya kito tiko batanga kirto. Kito tawa na tunga na rumo go. Tunga lang na laibuli. To lesmai. Kito ndap sa tunga pambala nga bango. Ito bamuri. Bamuri nga na mitirisingo. ilang ka nang bulo kay lab. Ito ka na baka kita mo de baka.
Wasa nangona ni sukusukura ngona ni tangilamba. Into bakilapa le.
Iya, kita bakilasa nga bali. Na tu lo mani bali. Kita tawa na tunga na rumo la ko mena tangilamba. Kita tunga lo mani rumo.
Uza.
Tau na uza soso na lo mani rumo. Ito kaya nga mendo nga na bibo ke meta ka na matan tu kita. Mendo nga ni to bali.
After more than 30 years of protests, the former miners of Vatukoula were finally granted the compensation they had fought for. On October 3rd, 2024, Prime Minister Honorable Sitiveni Rabuka oversaw the handover of the first installment of the settlement, a total of 3.6 million distributed to the members of the Vatukoula Gold Mine Workers Union. Former miners and families visibly expressed their deep gratitude to Prime Minister Rabuka and government for their support and financial assistance.
I think the Prime Minister, he helped, at least he given something to us. And now people, all strikers nearly get old, and some, like plenty of them are not here.
Ako baka pinakabalik. Baka pinagawa na din to wana kalo. Nano na sa mga mitangi. Nandami baka makimemi gravity ko mai. Sokyo to lang baki. Pwede mo din to. Pwede na president, pwede na prime minister. Tinto sa may reliw, sinabi buki. Kung ngay dua naman tinto, pinakabiyong dua. May ronga na mitangi, pwede kimami. Yan ang wala sa ako.
This check that you will get today represents not only financial support, but a bit of compensation to the challenges faced that have resulted from the unresolved employment issues that have affected most families' livelihoods. Today, as we reflect on this long journey, I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt apology to the workers and their dependents for the prolonged wait that they have endured. We recognize the pain, the suffering that has accompanied this strike, and we acknowledge the sacrifices that have been made by those of you who have stood firm in your conviction. To the workers of Vatukoula, we thank you for your unwavering patience and resilience, your courage in the face of adversity has not gone unnoticed. You have shown us the true meaning of strength and determination. Your fight for justice is an inspiration to us all.
For many of those whose lives had been affected by the strike, the compensation represented much more than financial restitution, but rather a collective achievement for the people of Vatukoula.
Sini au binakapala mo na matin to. Sabi lo tigit ko naman buhay. Nabuno na sirsumay na buhiwan. Awo kaya biu baka kaduni sa ating na turang ko prestation na ngona. Ngona hai deondo. Will take my may tutubo ko kay ba sa weekend na bigo sodi na buni ka stop mai na ngona ya nan ra bilu take na turang. Yo, kimi stop tal mai bidra matin tu. Sing sarangan indo bira na. Minsta dili ba melak mai melakan di ba. Udah kimi tam tikan. Sing tadangan indo prime minister ako mai. Lako di. Indo nga prime minister ako mai ko ngango. Ko gami wala ngan ni melak. Tak mai big mai. Be was big mai. Itu terang di prime minister minister bigam dal ko ngat mo. Ko wabi na bale banangona. Nangona pambuli ko me biar waktu tu watang nganggo na nakatakap na kluan ng una.
So nangon ko kita wa bin tal nga na matentu. Ni sama iso tabi na ni ngandre lo man tol nga bul ka tol lembak. Deni sama yal ni to ta. Ekto wa bin ka na bugun ni na may stab na matentu na bugun ni ngandre. Rakin bi me na matabi na ni ko.
The strike, marked by a community's resilience, struggle, and an unwavering quest for justice, had finally come to a closure after 33 years. Today, their story serves as a reminder that even in the face of prolonged injustice, the pursuit of equality can ultimately triumph.
Nding tay ke mami kan teman-teman bot cukup Vatukoula pero ni spotlight ke mami da zurufi balta meroni I sotabi na purpose ni nona inaki nakalu balta na ilholo berapa boleh kin nona mata koya wabina bana to kina bali bikem do andu sarna tim na ngauna talingo kwango ndo ngauna marau tali taki ni ramai rongo di tali bera rongo da tali na lewi viti lewi burubura Andomonra, Andina. Patau na tinyangan ko bosa, matani sereke nandina, andina nga na sereke.
So we have already paid out 151 families, the 10,000 due for this year. The rest of them we are still doing the paperwork. Those out of the balance of the members of the union. Majority are deceased, so we are helping them to get their probate etc. worked out through the Legal Aid Commission based in Tavua. Our senior legal officer, one of our senior legal officers is working with them. So we are hoping that we'll be able to sort out all the others as soon as possible. So once that is done, everybody will be receiving, would have received their $10,000 and then the 15,000 next year. So we are indeed very happy as government that we have been able to address their plight.
Government has started processing claims and are working closely with lawyers to help families of deceased workers obtain their payments. The second payment of $15,000 will be paid out in the next 2025-2026 budget.